Hey, hey, hey! I'm back on Instagram Live to do another shelf for my library shelves overview. This is shelf number 5. How you doing out there? Doing all right? Doing okay? Still alive and well? Things are starting to open back up here in Montreal. It's a bit scary. I feel it's a bit too soon. But what are you gonna do? I'm gonna stay in. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna watch movies. So yeah, this is shelf number 5. I'm gonna do a collection update tomorrow for February and March, or March and April. So look out for that. But all right, let's start this up. Shelf number 5. First movie, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, Steve Martin, Michael Caine. Frank Oz, one of my favorite directors. Did What About Bob, all-time favorite. I remember they did the remake. Was it last year or the year before with Anne Hathaway? I did not see that, but this is a very funny movie. If you have not seen it, you would think Steve Martin, Michael Caine, odd pairing, but it works. It works for them. Up next, Dirty Work. Norm Macdonald, Chevy Chase in this. Surprisingly funny. Very dumb late 90s comedy. It came out in 1998, but I enjoy it. So there you go. We have Disorganized Crime. I think this thing cost me 50 cents. I have no idea what it's about, but I mean, you got Ed O'Neill with his pants down. I'm sure it's a winner. We'll see. Eddie Murphy, Distinguished Gentleman. I love this movie. Came out December 92. I actually saw this in theater because I'm an old person. But yeah, he plays like a congressman, I believe. That's what it is. I know it's dealing with Congress and Washington, and you know, there's a con involved. Jonathan Lynn, who did My Cousin Vinny, did this movie as well. So there you go, Distinguished Gentleman. About some late 90s horror, disturbing behavior with Katie Holmes at the height of her fame, Nick Stahl, James Marsden. It's an alright movie. It's been so long since I've seen it. But yeah, disturbing behavior. Then we have the original Django with Franco Nero, a film by Sergio Corbucci. You know, if you want to get into spaghetti westerns, you cannot do worse. You can do better. Cannot do worse. Go start with this one. It's a good one. You should start with this one. There you go, Django, Franco Nero. Then the sequel, Django Kill with Thomas Millian. I think Django Kills, If You Live, Shoot. I know it barely has anything to do with the first one. It's just a sequel by name, but I've not yet seen this one. But with Thomas Millian, I will soon because he's an amazing actor. Then I have Django Prepare a Coffin. It's an Arrow video release. There you go. I've yet to see that one as well, but I'm getting to spaghetti westerns. Got my Sergio Leone. I got a few of his movies lately, so I want to get more into that genre. I feel like it's been lacking, so there you go. Then, of all the Djangos, how about the Quentin one, Django Unchained? Great movie, if a bit long, but it's pretty kick-ass. Especially Leonardo DiCaprio. I think it's the best he's ever been in a movie. I mean, to me anyway, I thought it was on point. So there you go, Django Unchained. How about some Andy Sedaris with Do or Die? I've yet to see this one. I'm up to Savage Beach. So basically all the movies Mills Creek have released so far. There's 2 more that came out last month, I believe, and there's 2 left. So, but so far, man, you know, if you want some TNA, what's the one? It's the Bombs, Babes, and Boobs or something like that. I can't remember the say, but that's what he's all about. And if you like action movies with women with big boobs and guns and villains, lame villains. You cannot go wrong with that. Then another favorite of mine, Doc Hollywood. I have no shame to say that I love Michael J. Fox. Everything from the 80s up to the mid-90s. And Doc Hollywood, I've seen in theaters, first of all. It was in August of 91. I actually remember I came back from summer camp. The first movie I saw was Doc Hollywood. And I've seen that movie so many times, I could actually recite lines from it. Of all the movies I could recite lines from, Doc Hollywood is it. So there you go. Then we have classic Do the Right Thing, Spike Lee joint. There you go, that's right, Girls, Guns, and G-Strings. Thank you, XT for Tourette. That's what I was trying to say. Up next, Al Pacino, Dog Day Afternoon. Classic 70s movie. There you go, right here. Up next, I'd say an underseen Stephen King movie. Dolores Claiborne, Kathy Bates, Jennifer Jason Leigh. Who did this one? It was Taylor Hackford. Alrighty. Have I seen this one? I don't remember. I'm sure I have, but at some point I want to do some sort of like Stephen King marathon, and this one would definitely be in the lot. Up next, Donnie Darko, the director's cut. I don't have the Arrow video version. I should have. One of my great shame in life is I've never seen Donnie Darko. I've seen so many clips. I know what it's about. I've yet to see it. I don't know why, but you know, I got the DVD. I'll get to it eventually. Up next, right here, Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. Parody, obviously, of all those hood movies from the 90s. Boys in the Hood, Juice, South Central. You know, it's the Wayne brothers, so you know what you're getting with this movie right here. Another 70s horror I've heard a lot about that I've not yet seen. Don't Look Now, Julie Christie, Donald Sutherland. A psychic thriller. I've heard good things. But not yet seen it. So there you go. Another movie I saw in theaters in 1991. There you go. Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. I know it's not very grindhouse, funhousey, but you know, I love this movie. It's a nice Christina, you know, Christina Applegate, really good in this. But yeah, there you go, right here. That's one of my favorite from Oliver Stone, The Doors. That is an old version of the movie. It's the special edition artisan release. Val Kilmer, probably one of his best films. I don't think he got nominated for this. He should have, because he imbued, you know, Jim Morrison. He was so good, and he did all the singing. The soundtrack is fantastic. I remember back in high school, pretty much everyone that saw this got into The Doors because of this movie. So, but as I did as well. But yeah, if you've never seen it, and if you like, you know, music biographies, jump on this, The Doors, right here. How about some Jean-Claude Van Damme, Double Impact? That's I believe that was 1991. Is that what it is? Yes. Shelton Latish. That is a terrible Photoshop right here. But yeah, Double Impact. Did I get the... Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. I got the MVD version. I totally forgot about this, but I should probably remove it from this row. Up next, Double Team. Van Damme, Rodman, Rourke. Yeah, that is so 90s, this thing. It's amazing. It drips of 90s. Up next, how about the OG Dracula right here? This is a steelbook. I love this artwork, like the old school. There you go, right here. OG Dracula, Bela Lugosi. Up next we have Dracula Has Risen from the Grave, starring Christopher Lee. It's a Hammer film. Hammer films, I do not have that many. I'm working towards it. I have the great book with all the artwork, all the posters and stuff, and just perusing that book makes you want to buy so many of those movies. But I have so many other genres I want to get into first that Hammer will wait a little bit longer. Well, it's kind of cool. I got this snap case of Dracula as Risen. Well, there you go. Put this right here. Up next, Sam Raimi, Drag Me to Hell. Again, one of his better films right here. How about Dragon, the Bruce Lee story? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Starring Jason Lee right here. Jason Scott Lee. What has he done since? I think I've only seen him in this movie, and that's about it. If you know, let me know, because I am very curious. But it's another one of those great biographies, very much worth watching. The Dream Team. Michael Keaton, Christopher Lloyd. People, they're like in the nut house. They decide to escape, and wackiness ensues. They just walk around New York City, and it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun, especially if you like 80s Michael Keaton. I think this came out the same year as Batman. That is correct. This and Batman came out the same year. So there you go. My favorite sci-fi action movie from the 2010s, Dread. This movie is fucking awesome. Why hasn't there been a sequel since? I do not know. It is a fucking mystery. I know there was talk of a TV series at some point, but even that didn't happen. But Carl Urban playing the Judge Dredd is so good. And I need to get there's a film arena version of this. It's the 3D version. I need to get this. But it's quite expensive, so I will have the DVD for now. Dressed to Kill, De Palma, Master of the Macabre, invites you to a showing of the latest fashion in murder. Michael Caine and Nancy Allen, Angie Dickinson. Classic De Palma. Another favorite from the 2010s. My favorite movie of 2012, Drive, Ryan Gosling. What else is there to say about this movie? It is almost perfect. Nicholas Winding Refn, just the atmosphere, the acting, the music from Cliff Martinez. There's fucking Albert Brooks, man, playing an evil bastard in this, and he always just did comedies. It was so good. Bryan Cranston's in this. My God, man, I could watch this every year. I could watch this twice a month. It's so good. So here you go. The movie that inspired Drive, The Driver, starring Ryan O'Neal and Bruce Dern, Isabelle Adjani. I believe it is, Walter Hill. There you go. I think that's the movie he did right before The Warriors. So, but it's a great movie if you haven't seen it. How about a little cheese? Drop Dead Fred, right here. Phoebe Cates, Rick Mayall. I don't know, Phoebe Cates. I mean, my God, she was so hot. I'm sure she's still hot. But married to Kevin Kline. But I don't think this, is it out of print? I feel this one has been long out of print. It needs probably a Blu-ray for people that love this kind of movies, like I do. Drop Zone, Wesley Snipes. A movie that's been, I'd say, pretty much forgotten. It's about people base jumping or skydiving, I should say. And he plays like a cop infiltrating a gang. Gary Busey's in this, Yancey Butler. Hans Zimmer does the music. And John Badham, love John Badham. He's done so many good movies. Drunken Master, Jackie Chan. That is an old version of that. Oh my God, look at this DVD. But right here, Drunk Master. First Spielberg movie, TV movie, Duel, collector's edition. Great movie. Just a man being pursued by a truck. That's the whole fucking movie. And the tension building, you don't know who's in the truck. Why is he doing this? It's so good right out of the gate too. Like, you know, already well formed and awesome. Hey, what's up? So Duel right here. Dumb and Dumber, Jim Carrey, Jeff Daniels. There we go. Dune. Are you as excited as I am for the remake coming out from Denis Villeneuve, who's a Montreal film director from right here in Quebec? David Lynch, a movie about spices and the trade of. Your Sting right here. And there you go. Dune. Then I have Dune Warriors, Roger Corman, David Carradine. I've not yet seen it. It is a code red. You see right here, number 36. But I'm sure it's terrible, and I'll love it. Another favorite of mine, Dutch, from 1991, I believe. John Hughes written, but not directed, starring Ed O'Neill and Ethan Randall in his first movie. And yeah, it's directed by Peter Fairman. And yeah, written by John Hughes, yes. So there you go. Dutch. Earth Girls Are Easy. Never seen it. But, you know, Gina Davis and Jeff Goldblum. I believe it was After the Fly. And Jim Carrey's in this. I believe plays an alien of some kind. Damon Wayans. And yeah, can't wait to check it out right here. Counterculture classic, Easy Rider. Peter Fonda, rest in peace. Dennis Hopper, rest in peace. Jack Nicholson, keep on living, you bastard. But yeah, man, that's the kind of movie that changes a whole scene. Like it inspired so many movies after this one. How about some Toby Hooper, Eaten Alive, Arrow Video. Together they make the greatest fear in the history of mass slaughter in Eaten Alive, an alligator movie. And I have not seen it yet. I'm saving it for my October challenge. The Hollywood movies. Probably my favorite movie from Tim Burton, and it is Edward Scissorhands with Batman, of course. The soundtrack alone, it's so goddamn gorgeous if you've never heard it. El Mariachi, Robert Rodriguez, first movie, cost what, like $15,000 to make. There you go, Mariachi. Another David Lynch, The Elephant Man, Anthony Hopkins, John Hurt, nominated for 8 Oscars. Holy shit. But yeah, another David Lynch movie I have yet to see, but should. Elvira's Haunted Hills. Why not? Right here. I know who she is, but I've never actually seen her her hosting back in the 80s. I should check her out on the YouTubes. But who doesn't know who Elvira is? Excusez-moi. Empire of the Sun. Steven Spielberg. Look at this beautiful steelbook right here with Christian Bale. His first acting role right here. Classic 90s movie. I am a 90s kid. Empire Records. You know, all spent in a record store. And last year or the year before, I got to see a special screening with the director, who's a Montrealer. That was really fun. We got the inside scoop. Alan Moyle is his name, and we got the inside scoop on all what happened on the movie. Pretty good. Other classic comedies from the early 90s. Encino Man, Brendan Fraser, right here, Pauly Shore. I believe that was his first movie, Brendan Fraser. But yeah, Encino Man. They don't make movies like this today. Up next, Enemy, Jake Gyllenhaal, Denis Villeneuve. I'd say that's probably my favorite with Blade Runner 2049. Just the atmosphere, it's so dense and dark and foreboding, and the ending is so fucked up. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's quite something. And it's Gyllenhaal playing twins during the movie and just questioning his sanity. But yeah, if you've never seen Enemy, That is a recommendation. It's very good. Enemy of the State, Will Smith, Gene Hackman, Tony Scott. Right here. Classic martial art movie, Enter the Dragon, Bruce Lee. 25th anniversary right here. Look at this. Beautiful. How about some ninja? Enter the Ninja, Franco Nero, the whitest man playing a ninja with Susan Jordan and Sho Kosugi, who was the real ninja in this whole thing. And I'm watching right now The Master, who he plays a role in this as well. That'll be on the next shelf. But yeah, from Canon Films right here. Then the sequel, which is right next to it, but on an E, Revenge of the Ninja. Right here, Sho Kosugi, back again, kicking ass and taking name. Right here. Schwarzenegger, Racer, with Vanessa Williams. I want to say a lesser Schwarzenegger, but it's not as well known as all the stuff he's done. But it was all right. It's an okay movie. So I got some Ernest movies. Ernest Goes to Jail, right here. There you go. And then I got, if you got Ernest Goes to Jail, you must have Ernest Scared Stupid, because why not, right? There you go. The sequel to Escape from New York, Escape from LA. I should probably get the Scream Factory version, but why should I? Because I got this one right here, and it's not one of the best movies, but you know, it's a fine sequel. It's Kurt Russell. I like him in everything, and John Carpenter, of course. Another Schwarzenegger with Stallone, Escape Plan. The most secure prison ever built. It was the first time they did a movie together. It's just okay, you know. Up next, E.T. the Extraterrestrial, 35th anniversary limited edition. The first movie I've ever seen as a young kid. That was it. And if you ask anybody my age, that's probably the first movie they've ever saw as well. But yeah, it is also a 4K, which I don't have that many of because I don't care. But it's nice to have. It's a nice edition. Michel Gondry, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Another classic from the 2000s. My God, this movie is quite something. I'm sure you've seen it. It's amazing. Up next, Scorpion releasing Étoile, Jennifer Connelly. This movie was shot right here in Quebec. Jennifer Connelly is a goddess. My first crush. She's still hot as ever. She's going to be in the new Snowpiercer TV series that's going to, I think it's on Netflix, starting next month. So I'm definitely going to watch it. But this is young Jennifer Connelly. Very gorgeous, very luscious. It's a movie about the ballerinas, and it's like someone being hunted, and it's not the best, but she's in there, so there you go. Event Horizon, great 90s sci-fi movie. Lawrence Fishburne, Sam Neill. Is there a Blu-ray of this? I feel like there is, and if there's not, there should be, because this is some good shit right here. Up next, Ex Machina, Oscar Isaac, Alicia Vikander, Domhnall Gleeson. Alex Garland is like one of our best sci-fi futurists, screenwriter / filmmaker. You know, he knows what's up. He just did finish this series called Devs that aired on FX, I believe. I have yet to see it, but everything he does is quite good. Some other action movie, Executive Decision, Kurt Russell. There's even Steven Seagal. And if you want to see Steven Seagal die in the first 15 minutes, this is the movie for you. Because, you know, it's always nice to see him die. But yeah, it's a good one. I liked it. One of those die hard in the plane kind of thing. Existence. David Cronenberg. Jennifer Jason Leigh, Jude Law. It's one of the few Cronenbergs I've yet to see. So can't wait to delve into this one right here, Existence. Then we have the OG classic horror movie, The Exorcist, directed by William Friedkin. I mean, who hasn't seen this? I saw this when I was like 12 in a gym. It was like a summer camp. That's the kind of shit they showed us. The Exorcist, that's right. Then we have the sequel, Exorcist to the Heretic. I've yet to see because I've heard all the crappy things about it. So I'm kind of like, do I want to waste 2 hours of my life seeing this? I feel like I want to, but not yet, but I will. Right here. Then we have The Exorcist, The Beginning. I guess a prequel. I've not seen this one either, but Rennie Harlin did this one. Rennie Harlin, Die Hard 2, Cliffhanger. So, yeah, right here. Classic 90s Canadian movie, Exotica from Adam Egoyan. It's quite good. What's her name? Bruce Greenwood. I love this actor. He did a show in the 90s called Nowhere Man that barely anybody saw. If you want to watch something during your quarantine, that's a show I would suggest to you. It's very good. Mia Kirshner's in this, Don McKellar. Yeah, man, it's a classic Canadian movie. Another favorite of all-time favorite, Explorers, right here. The first movie from starring River Phoenix. Ethan Hawke, and then River Phoenix, and Joe Dante, who signed my copy right here. I got to meet Joe Dante. That was pretty cool, but it's a, kids movie, but the score of this is great. The look, the feel. You got a Dick Miller cameo in this because, it's Dick Miller, and everything Joe Dante did, Dick Miller was in. But yeah, it is a fun movie, and it's pure 80s. If you're looking for like really 80s movie, you can do more than this. That is very 80s right here, Explorers, and it needs a Blu-ray pronto. The Exterminator, finally something very Grindhouse, Funhousey. This is an Arrow video. This is one of those window versions in the early 2010s. This is how they would release it, like a window slipcase like this. But yeah, if you like the Grindhouse, and if you like, New York movies of that era, like dirty, grimy, people getting killed for nothing, the Exterminator movie is for you. Eyes of Laura Mars, directed by Irvin Kershner, who did, was it one of the Star Wars? I can't remember. I'm such a fan. But Faye Dunaway's in this, Tommy Lee Jones, written by John Carpenter. So, right here. But Faye Dunaway in the starring role right here. How about some Kubrick in Eyes Wide Shut? I haven't seen this in a long time. I saw this in theater when it came out. So there you go, right here. Ooh, other classic action movie from the 90s. John Woo, Face Off, John Travolta, Nicolas Cage. I can't imagine. I know some asshole now was going to try to do a remake of this. I hope they don't, because it's so batshit crazy, and it's good. And it's literally Cage and Travolta at the height of their 90s fame. If you haven't seen it, and if you're looking for a good action movie from the 90s, Face Off right here. I would encourage you to see it. Then we have Falling Down, Michael Douglas. Michael Douglas just loses his shit one day and goes on a rampage in Los Angeles. And as you can see right here, Joel Schumacher directed this. Who doesn't know Falling Down? You've seen Falling Down. Come on now. Then we have Family Honor. It is a Code Red release, number 7 right here. This was a blind buy. So, but I know it's a gritty New York cop drama. So that's my kind of shit, and it is from the 70s. So there you go, Family Honor. Then we have some Charles Bronson in Family of Cops. This is a late Charles Bronson at the end of his career. I believe this was a TV movie, definitely Canadian. Ted Kotcheff directed this. Ted Kotcheff, who did First Blood, Canadian director, did Weekend at Bernie's. So yeah, he was at the twilight of his career with Family Cop. So there you go. Then we have a trippy 70s movie in Fantastic Planet. This is the Criterion collection version. This is a French animated movie that came out in 1973. It's very trippy. I feel like I want to take a shit ton of drugs and watch this. I've yet to, but I'm just missing the drugs. But if you don't know what it is, just YouTube this thing. It's you'll see just the animation, the look of it is just trippy as hell. So yeah. Then we have some more Bronson, Farewell Friend. It's a French mobster movie from the late 60s with Alain Delon. It's like a very famous French actor. I believe they're setting up, they're from the French Foreign Legion. That's where they met, and then they're setting up like a bank heist or some kind. I just bought this like last month. Actually, I did my Kino Lorber haul video that I did. I talked about it, but yeah, can't wait to watch this one. And then for the last movie, I will give you Fast Company. It's a road race movie. It's from David Cronenberg. It is so very un-David Cronenberg-esque in his movies. It's probably the least Cronenberg movie he's ever done. All I know is a big racing fan, so that's why he took on this gig. Can't wait to check it out. I've yet to, but it is the Blue Underground version. So there you go. Fast Company, David Cronenberg. And you know what, folks? That is it. That is it for shelf number 5. Scusi. It should be, if you've just gone in, it will show up itself on the YouTubes on my channel this weekend. So if you want to check it back, please do so. Thank you for watching. I hope you'll have a lovely weekend. It's going to be beautiful outside, I'm sure of it. I want to say hello to everyone that waved at me. Hello there. I saw you. I was just in a flow. I was just going through my movies. So, but thank you so much for watching. And shelf number 6 shall come out very, very soon. So thanks. Ciao now. Bye-bye.